frequency. 3. God speaks a very specific command into that frequency, right? Let there be light. And 4. That command becomes real, it manifests. It goes from being unseen to being part of the physical world.
And this is so important. The whole point here is that this isn't just a cool story from the past. It's presented as a spiritual law. It's a literal blueprint showing how creative authority works, a model that, according to this teaching, humans are actually designed to follow.
Now this is where things get a little more metaphysical. To really get how our words can have this kind of impact, we have to understand this idea of two different dimensions that we're supposedly operating in.
And this quote from Dr. Scott really nails it. She says that when you loop your words, speaking the same negative things over and over, you're not just having a bad day. You are literally trapping yourself in a lower level reality, what she calls the 3D.
So let's break that down. What's the 3D and what's the 5D? Well, the 3D is the natural world. It's what you can see, touch, and feel. And in this framework, it's the realm of problems, limitations, and negativity. The 5D, on the other hand, is the supernatural spiritual realm. It's where God is, where all creative power comes from, and where all potential exists before it becomes real.
So if you feel stuck in the 3D, how do you get out? How do you tap into that creative power of the 5D? Well, this brings us to the actual mechanism for change, the specific action you have to take.
And the secret is found in another scripture, Romans 4:17. It describes God as the one who calleth those things which be not as though they were. That action of calling is the absolute key. It means you speak about the things you want as if they are already here, even when your five senses are screaming that they're not.
So that's it. That act of calling, speaking with faith about what you can't yet see, is the bridge between the two dimensions. It's the tool you use to literally pull a reality out of the supernatural potential of the 5D and make it manifest in your physical 3D world. Okay, let's pull all these ideas together and get to the most important part. How does a person actually use this? How do you apply all this to, as a sermon says, unlock your own miracles?
At the end of the day, it really comes down to these key actions. First, you have to speak with clear intention, not just mindlessly reacting to your circumstances. Second, you have to operate from a place of faith in the unseen, not just by what you can see. Third, you practice calling those things you want by talking about them in the present tense, as if they're already done. And finally, it's about understanding that you're exercising a creative authority that, according to this teaching, was given to you from the very beginning.
And that kind of brings us full circle. This whole framework, this entire idea, it all rests on one powerful, challenging belief. So I'll just leave you with this thought to chew on. If you truly, 100% believed your words had the power to create your reality, what would you start saying today?